Sadiq Khan is in tears ahead of the Trump inauguration, stating Western democracy, at risk from resurgent fascism, ahead of Trump inauguration. This is the same guy this week that refuses to work with reform to tackle knife crime in London, and also refused to acknowledge what grooming gangs are. Now he has lashed out in a new rant. In today's video, we will be discussing this, all whilst going over all of the latest news from across the country. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and join our fast-growing community. Just a quick one to say we do have new One Kia t-shirts available on our website. Go to britishstand.com or check the link in the description. Sadiq Khan has issued a stark warning about the rise of resurgent fascism as he reignites his feud with Donald Trump ahead of the presidential inauguration. The London mayor called on Labour and the broader left to confront reactionary populism, describing it as a significant threat to liberal democracy. Khan and Trump have long been open about their mutual disdain. Their clashes date back to incidents such as Trump's claim that London had become unrecognisable due to its immigration policies, a remark Khan criticised sharply. Earlier this year, after winning his third term as mayor, Khan declared that Londoners had slammed the door shut on Trump's hard-right populism. Writing in The Observer, Khan expressed deep concerns about current political trends. "These are deeply worrying times, especially if you're a member of a minority community," he said, pointing to the rise of far-right movements like Germany's AfD, France's National Rally, and Trump's influence in the US. He urged a renewed and concerted effort to confront these forces and expose them for what they are: opportunists who seek to divide people for personal and political gain. Khan also took aim at financial elites, accusing some of prioritizing corporate profits over democratic principles, in what appeared to be a critique of figures like Elon Musk. Progressives across the Western world face a century-defining challenge, and the stakes for liberal democracy couldn't be higher, he wrote. Drawing parallels with the 1920s and 30s, Khan warned, "We should be in no doubt. This is a perilous moment. The spectre of a resurgent fascism haunts the West. To ward off the far right, we must be unflinching in defense of our democracy and values, and in our determination to enhance the welfare and material conditions of our communities." He also subtly rebuked Labour colleagues, such as Foreign Secretary David Lammy, for softening their criticism of Trump. "I agree with the government that we need to be pragmatic on the international stage," Khan wrote, "but progressives around the world should never yield ground to the far right, nor be afraid to speak truth to power when required. My comments on this is that Sadiq is the problem, not anyone else. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments." In other news, an Albanian who is facing prison time is allowed to remain in the UK, despite being convicted of smuggling groups of hundreds of migrants into Britain. Kujdesi Doughty, 41, was convicted in 2018 in absentia by a Belgian court for smuggling migrants into Britain by hiding them in the backs of lorries. At the behest of Belgian officials, the National Crime Agency held the father of two, as well as his cousins, Alket Doughty, 38, and Saba Zaka, 40. As a result, Alket, sentenced to 12 years imprisonment, fought against his extradition for 2 years before he was eventually sent to a prison in Belgium. A Belgian prosecution source told The Sun, "It's crazy. He has been convicted and sentenced 7 years ago and he is still not behind bars. He is exploiting the British system." Doughty, from Elm Park, East London, and Zaka Bromley, South East London, received a sentence of 8 years, but have dismissed extradition for the past 7 years. The court heard that the criminals made the migrants pay £13,000 for a front seat in the lorry, while charging a cheaper rate of £8,000 in the back. To avoid leaving any trace behind, the illegal migrants' hands and feet were wrapped up in plastic bags. Doughty has since pleaded guilty to aggravated vehicle taking in 2023, but has not yet received his sentence, which will take place at Snaresbrook Crown Court in London. His appeal against extradition has been put on hold. The Crown Prosecution Service said, Doughty has applied for permission to appeal to the High Court. The case cannot currently proceed because Doughty has a domestic criminal case in this country. He has been convicted of aggravated vehicle taking and awaits sentence. Under UK extradition law, a person cannot be extradited if there are domestic criminal proceedings or a prison sentence to serve. When questioned by a reporter at his home, Doughty said, "I don't have to answer to you. Don't publish nothing, SSE, from me because I do not give you authorization to do so." After he was informed that the story was in the public interest, he responded, "Public interest? You are talking crap." Lastly, Princess Kate reportedly left the UK to enjoy a ski holiday during the New Year period, alongside Prince William and their 3 children, Prince George, 11, Princess Charlotte, 9, and Prince Louis, 6. It would have been the first time Catherine has left the UK since she announced she had been diagnosed with cancer in March last year. The Waleses departed their home at Anmer on the Sandringham estate just over 2 weeks ago and spent several days away, along with members of the Middleton family, according to the Mail on Sunday. The family of 5 were spotted at a mountaintop restaurant, where it is believed they returned for a meal at the same restaurant, which was once a shepherd's hut. A staff member told the Mail on Sunday, "It was lovely to see Kate relaxing and enjoying herself. They looked like a normal English family, and a lot of people didn't recognize them. It was not the first time we had seen them. They have been coming here for years. I think they love the area. We often see Kate's sister, Pippa, as well." The restaurant, known for its cozy atmosphere, fine food and panoramic views, stands at an altitude of more than 6,000 feet and can be accessed only by skiers who go down a red run or by snow taxi. Kensington Palace and the Princess herself have stressed that Kate's return to full duties will be gradual. Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis reportedly arrived to the restaurant on skis, suggesting they are competent on the slopes. Princess Kate announced last week that she was in remission from cancer after she undertook her first solo engagement in more than a year at the Royal Marsden Hospital in London, where she was treated for her cancer. James Middleton, 37, is also believed to have spent time with his older sister while on her winter getaway, including at the restaurant. An onlooker said, "James was there with his wife, and then Kate arrived with Charlotte and Louis. It seemed like a bit of a Middleton family knees up. Everyone seemed to be really happy." They added, "There were no airs and graces, and actually they seemed like any normal family enjoying a ski break. There were lots of laughs and the children were very polite. The only reason you would have known that they were people of importance was because when Kate arrived, so did a group of security guards. Kate looked like she was having a lovely time." James shared a set of pictures on Instagram showing himself, his wife Alizé, their 1-year-old son Inigo, and 2 of their dogs, with a background of snowy mountains from a ski trip earlier this month. Kate is thought to have returned back to the UK in time to celebrate her 43rd birthday at home on January 9th. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.